And I wonder sometimes, like, I wonder if Hooked and Booked, Crystal, I wonder if one of these people is Haley. You know, like, I just approached random locals today. It was like a Filipino group. Oh, look at that. We got a couple boops already. Kimmy, you get the first boop. Boop. Congratulations, Kimmy. Kimmy's fast with it. I'm half Samoan, yes, sir. I'm half Samoan from the waist above, but I'm half Indian from the waist below. Just in case you're curious. I know most people are curious about that. Which babes are we stealing? I'm not sure yet. I haven't found the mythics. I'm gonna steal a babe. Anna, thank you so much for the love you so much. I appreciate you. Hi, Richter. Hi, Jess. Hi, Nat. What's your favorite sprite to use? Hi, Twisted Petals. Oh my gosh, Jess has subbed for 8 months in a row. Can we get W's in the chat for Jess? Damn, Jess, I appreciate. Hold on, let me pull up our Blondie up to the screen. You guys won't see it here on TikTok. Let me just pull her up real quick. Jess. There she is. Thank you, Jess. Rissy with another. Rissy, Twisted Petals, even sub for 8 months in a. Damn, y'all are going crazy. Where is Rissy? Rissy's on page 1 too. There you go. Twisted Petals, if you ever hit the 25, you let me know, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Hi, Hook. How you doing, brother? Where are you from? I'm currently from American Samoa. But my mother's from Samoa. My father's from India. My mother is currently in Samoa right now. My dad went to grab milk. He hasn't shown up ever since. He left. My dad left to grab milk in 2015, and he's never been back ever since. 26. Wait, hold on. There's. Oh damn, he's got a sniper. I don't know if I want to mess with him. Chat, I'm gonna have to go through the back here. GG's, Kimmy. If I can make it over there, chat, we win this. Now the question is, where's the other two at? Chat, where's the other two at? Where's the other two? It's a two. Oh, it's a 2v1. Never mind. It's just me and them. Thank you for the follow, Brandon. Thought on the Knicks winning? They deserve it, bro. They some dogs. GG's, chat. Nothing I can do about it. Let me drink some water real quick. Let me hydrate. Thank you, Trunks. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I can't drink on stream, chat, because apparently you can get banned for it. So I'm going to drink some water off to the side. Someone just sent super GGs. Was that Mac? Damn, Mac. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Mac. Who just gifted all of that? Was that Rissy? Damn, Rissy. Rissy, did you get 5? I've been trying to ask Native if he could, like, make sure that I have, like a thingamabob to actually, I don't know. Rissy, I appreciate you so much for the 5 gifted. My goodness. For those of you on the purple, if you want to see what Rissy looks like, here she is. Wait for it. Bam. There's our Samoan New Zealand girl. How old are you? Cool. I'm 21, yes, sir. What the heck is happening? Where are all these subs coming from? Sarisha, hi. How are you? Who just gifted those? Rissy again? Oh my gosh, Rissy. I feel like Rissy's so pretty. Hold on, let me show Rissy again. Real Surge just subbed as well. Can we get W's in the chat for Real Surge? Kimmy, you forgot to ready up again. You forgot it again, Kimmy. Ready up, Kimmy. Ready up. Kimmy gotta pay attention. Thank you, Kimmy. Wait, chat, who's gifting this again? What the heck is happening? It's funner here. What the heck is happening? Hi, King. Hi, King Bradley. Chat, is that Rissy again? Was that like 50,000 gifted? You've given 69 subs. That's crazy, Rissy. W's Monique, thank you for the heart me. Hi, Happy Vibes. How are you? All right, hold on. I got to come back to this page real quick. Bruh. What the hell is happening? Illy just subbed for 8 months in a row. Thank you so much, Illy. I'll show you Illy in a bit. Bruh. What? Here's Rissy again. Wait, was that from Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast! Okay, chat. I always crack up. That's crazy. Mr. Beast, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Mr. Beast! That one was from Jess? Hold on, I gotta show Mr. Beast real quick. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Beast. Jess, this one is for you. Morning Dust just gave... What the heck, Morning Dust? Morning Dust, remind me when I get off TikTok, I got a show to show y'all. If you know, you know. I can't show it on TikTok. Chat's like wondering, what show is this? What show is this? Yeah, chat's popping off, Taya. Thank you, chat. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much. Seriously, without y'all, I wouldn't be able to do this for a living. I appreciate y'all. I don't know why it's taking so long. Hi, Enzo. Hi, Becca. It's taking so long to get into a game. Please, get me in a game. Thank you. Finally. We're in a game. Hi, King Tizzle. I've been having a hard time finding these mythic boots, dude. These mythic boots do not like me. I feel like Sinister is like the best. Chat, where is that one coming from? It doesn't tell me who's gifting all of these. So can someone tell me? Malo Rita. Kimmy with... Okay, let me show Kimmy real quick. Kimmy with all the... You know what? Maybe there's a way I should try to show... Nah, yeah. Never mind. Never mind. I was going to say something, but that's something different. Debbie's in the chat for Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy, was that 5 gifted as well? I don't know what hype train we on, but that's absolutely crazy. Someone tell me what hype train we on already. Holy guacamole, chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Hype train level 7 is crazy, dog. God is good. Crazy. What the heck? How do you find out who gifted you? I'm so grateful. Father Russell, it would be the person who just gifted. I don't know who just recently did it. It might have been Kimmy. Might have been Kimmy. Chat, I'm going straight for the basement. Who is gifting all of these now? Chat, who is that one from? Oh my gosh. Hi. Wait, why did I stop shooting, chat? Why did I stop shooting? I have such a bad habit of doing that. The math I did in my head and I just stopped shooting. Illy? Wait, who is this now? Wait. Chat, who is gifting these now? What the heck is happening, Illy? There's Illy, if you guys are curious, out of Kauai. And Andy. W's in the chat for Andy Lou as well. Andy, if you ever hit the 25, you let me know. I'm obligated to show your picture. You guys got to send me your picture in the DMs. Even Nadia went crazy. That's Morning Dust, by the way. She's out of Switzerland. Morning Dust. How much did Morning Dust give? What? My ADHD is taking over, dude. Is that Mr. Beast as well? Mr. Beast. With another? What is that, 5 gifted? Bruh. Oh my guacamole. Okay, there's Mr. Beast's picture. Yeah, please thank the people who are gifting you, chat. Level 9 hype train is crazy, dog. Crazy. Is it really Mr. Beast? Well, we haven't confirmed who it is. It's an anonymous person. So, like, we make a joke that it's Mr. Beast. And we were like, we don't know who it is. They've gifted, like, a crazy amount. So, at some point, we're never going to know who that is. So, I just put like, a note and a picture of Mr. Beast. Because I'm like, I don't know who the hell... I don't know who the hell this is. Like, going crazy like that. Like, yeah, we'll never know, man. We'll never know. They just come out of nowhere. Here's this. Oh, Trunks. You guys want to see Trunks? W's in the Trunks. How much did you get? Was that 5 as well? Was that another 5? Chat just going 5 for 5 for 5 for 5. Are you guys all Knicks fans? Is that why you guys are going crazy today? No, that's not true because Kimmy was hoping the Spurs would win and Kimmy's going crazy. Angel Reyes just subbed for 9 months in a row. Can we get W's in the chat for Angel? Okay, hold on. I'm getting overstimulated. Trunks should be on page 2, but I don't see him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There he is. He's in the corner. Laundry just sent a super fan. Can we get W's in the chat for Laundry? Laundry, I appreciate you so much. I'm not playing any music right now, Laundry, because I might get what's the word? Oh, I might get like. Well, I think I might get demonetized on YT because I got YT live right now. But Laundry, thank you so much. Remind me to like play your music for you at some point, like next week Monday or something. Appreciate you so much, Laundry. Thank you, Laundry. Pete, thank you for the follow. Kimmy, are you close to getting gold? Maybe go down to the basement after you find this chest. Don't buy anything because. Yeah, you got 100 gold left. Go down to the basement and loot the basement, Kimmy. You know the basement you came up of? Go back down there and take the thing that you have right now. It'll be on the right. Who is gifting that now? Go back to the basement, Kimmy. I don't know what this girl is doing. Then you're going to go across from that and you're going to open that door over there. Morning dust? How many was that? Nadia, can someone tell me how many was that? Was that another 5 or 10? Okay, go back upstairs, Kimmy, and res me. You have enough. Go back up to the top. 10 gifted? Level 10 hype train. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Nadia out of Switzerland. Bruh, chat. Y'all are going crazy. Sonia just shared 100 biddies. Thank you so much, Sonia. Yo, the way chat has the checkings and the savings right now. Okay, res me right away, Kimmy. And then could I get the boots with the fur when you get a chance? So I can go look for boots back at the area where I died. Where is that 5 from? Is that another 5? My Geo! That's what Jess said. She screamed it out to the top of her lungs. Geo, thank you. 10 get. Geo, have you hit the 25 yet? The Prince of Dubai is now going crazy. Chat, the Prince of Dubai is now going crazy. Prince of Dubai. My cousin! Yeah, Jeezy, that's your cousin right there. Jeezy's from Lebanon. Wait, how close is, like, Cyprus to Lebanon? Can you educate me in world geography? How close is Lebanon to Cyprus? He's like Greek. How close is Greece? It's probably not that close. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, are you guys right across? Like, if I were to catch a plane from, like, Cyprus to Lebanon, how long would it take? How long would it take if I were to catch one? Tia with another 100 biddies. 20 minutes? It's a small boat ride. Damn, that's crazy. Oh my god. Who is this from? What is happening? Twisted Pedals? with another 5 gifted? What in the world? What hype train are we at now, chat? Hi, Black. Thank you for the follow, 214. 91% level 10. Oh my gosh. Y'all are about to hit level 11. I appreciate this community so much, man. I don't chat. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, chat. I got no bullets. What do I do? Can we drop a God is good in the chat? The emote, please. All right, let's do this. Level 10. Can we get level? What the heck? What is happening? Trunks again? Wait, Richter with another 5? What the heck? We're at hype train level 11. Richter out of Texas. We had Trunks from Luuli. Okay, hold on, chat. Man, y'all are making me overstimulated right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's Richter right there if you guys are curious. There's the Filipino. I still remember Richter's last name, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. You guys don't need to know his government name. I have this weird chat. Oh my, what is happening? What in the world is happening, chat? What the heck? Who was that one from? Was that Tia? W's in the chat. Tia, if you ever hit the 25, you let me know. Wait, are you currently in the Philippines? Really? Nah. The, like, love is happening. I appreciate you. What the? Is that from Tia as well? Wait, you're on vacation, Richter? Bro is on vacation going crazy. Bro, Richter, kick your feet up. Enjoy the Philippines, bro. I did a can I get a Chihu from Filipinos today, bro. It was pretty funny. At the beach. I did at the beach today. It was pretty funny. The Filipinos can do it pretty loud. Tia with another 100 biddies. Mac, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you over on the TikTok. Bruh. I can't keep up with it, Leslie. They're going crazy. What hype train are we at? What hype train are we at now? Oh, I'm always doing great, Julianne. How are you? We're on hype train level 11 still. That's still crazy, chat. 74% hype train level 11 is crazy, dude. Crazy, dog. That's from Puns. All right, chat. If you guys want to meet a Tokelau and Tongan girl, this is what she looks like. There you go. She wants to give you guys flowers. There she is. Thank you guys. I watch your videos all the time. What? Thank you, Black. I appreciate you. Thank you. You know, without people like you, Black, the videos go nowhere. So thank you so much for watching them, man. Over on the TikTok says. Hi, Dwayne. Your fave girl. Thank you for the follow. Nah, you are not pushing. Let me get up to the top here, chat. Yeah, we made it. Does he push me? Chat, does he push me? That's the real question. I hope he does. No, I'm about to die. No. Hi, Backwoods. How are you? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Can I make it over there? Come on. Come on. I can make it. Chat, don't never find me. Don't never find me. Luda! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Chat, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Watch this. I'm gonna go res myself. I'm gonna res myself. Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. What do you do when you roll? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We can do it. Come on. Come on. This is basically how the Knicks were in game 4 down 29, and they were grinding and grinding And they were like, we need to come back. We gotta make it in. See, but they didn't have glitches. That's the only difference. Oh, come on. Call me the Knicks. Call me the Knicks in game 4. Just call me the Knicks in game 4 at this point. Bro, the fact that we made it all the way here is crazy, bro. I'm gonna have to clip that. Yeah, I'm an independent Baba Yaga. I'm a lone wolf. Okay, I gotta clip this, chat. Hold on, bear with me. Did it clip? Alright, perfect, it clipped. Alright, perfect, it clipped. Jesus said I was trying to go to sleep, but I'm awake now. Yeah, chat went absolutely crazy. Chat, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, so much. When the hype train completes, can you just let me know where it was? 93 gifted subs in one day is absolutely crazy. God is good. You see what I mean, man? Like, that has nothing to do with anything that I'm doing here. It just has to do with everything about God in this community. Thank you, chat. 93 subs in 21 minutes is crazy, dude. What the heck, chat? Bruh, that's crazy, dog. I appreciate y'all so much, chat. Thank you. Chantelli says it's for the Spurs. No, this is definitely for the Knicks, because if you were for the Spurs, they'd be like, hell no, we're not giving these. Hi, P1. Hi, Dizzy Desi. If it was for the Spurs, they'd be like, hell no, we ain't give. Chat, you know what I'm disappointed? This is for the Knicks, because you know what I'm disappointed about, chat? As much as I love Wembayana, I was so upset looking. It was more like pity subs. I was so upset he didn't go and shake their hand. That made me sad, because I love the dude. He didn't shake their hand. Chat, the first time I lost a very major championship. By the way, I'll tell you how major it was. It was for $5,000, right? And I was in college at the time. And if you end up losing, yeah, you missed an opportunity for $5K. And as a college student, 5K split among 6 dudes in college, back in the day, was a big deal. And we ended up losing the championship, chat. And no matter how upset I am at that championship, because it was rigged, I'm going to be honest with y'all, the same way they tried to rig today's one for, like, the Spurs to win, it was really rigged, because I played a tournament where they really wanted that team to win, because I was the outside team, right? And I remember that game like it was yesterday, because I looked at them and I said, y'all remember me and my team? We coming back next year and we're going to win this. Like, that game fueled the crap out of me. But even despite the loss on that, even though I was so salty at what they did to me, they fouled me out with 5 minutes remaining in the game, by the way. It's a big deal. 5 minutes is a lot of time. We were up while I was in the game. They fouled me out, 5 minutes still remaining in the game. They ended up fouling me out. My team couldn't have, like, a comeback or whatever. Like that. Most of my teammates have to rely. Like, there's always a person you rely on for the final minutes. And they fouled me out with 5 minutes. They ended up winning by 1, the other team. My heart sank. I was so upset. And I talked to the refs after. I was like, yeah, was that the only reason why you guys were going to win today, by trying to foul me out of the game? It's okay. I'm going to come back next year. I'm going to win. And I was like, I don't care what y'all did. I understand what you guys wanted, because this is the first time you guys wanted that team to win. I understand. I know my team are outsiders in this league. We're not supposed to be here, but it's okay. Even after that loss, I still went and shook the enemy's hand. Even after that, I have never been a salty loser. And I loved Wembayana until today. I mean, I still love him. He's still young. But I was 20 at the time, and I knew sportsmanship. I was 20 at the time, and I still knew what sportsmanship was. I lost an important game. I lost $5,000 on the line, and I still went and shook the other team's hands. I've had players where I literally came back the next year. The players I shook the year prior, and I've beaten them in the championship the year after. None of them shook my hand. Yeah, so last year. Dirty, man. I don't like bad sportsmanship. That's a me thing. I don't like when people don't shake people's hands. I know they probably gonna. I bet you they still went and congratulated them in a locker room. But in the moment, I would appreciate it because there are many kids watching you. Imagine the kids watching you, man, right? And your first reaction for the loss is walk to the locker room and not walk to shake people's hands. Some people just don't know how to lose, man. That pissed me off because I love Wembayana. That pissed me off. I love the dude. I didn't like seeing that. Wait, where is my... Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, losing is better than winning, chat. I don't know if anybody knows this, but losing is so much better than winning. You don't learn anything from winning. Man, I don't know where I'm gonna camp at over here. I don't even know where I'm gonna camp at. There's no place. GG, chat. Like, chat, you cannot learn from winning. You know what I mean? So it's like, they were young. They were, like, inexperienced. Of course they were gonna lose. You know what I mean? There are people who've been in the NBA longer. Like, the average age difference, right? So on the Spurs, there would be like a 20-year-old, and the person the 20-year-old is guarding is 28. You know what I mean? Most people win in the NBA. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Well, Kobe won with Shaq when he was young, but majority of the people who are in the NBA don't win until 27, 28. So the fact that this Spurs team made it there with the average age of less than 25, that team's going to be around for a while, dog. They going to be some animals. They need that loss. They really need that loss. I just feel bad for De'Aaron Fox because you can tell his heart left after game 4 because you watched him today and you could tell like bro can't get over game 4. Like missing shots, like wide open looks, just you can tell bro was still living in game 4. There's a game that will hold you back, and that was the game. He just like couldn't believe what happened. He could not believe what happened. Hi, Chantel. How are you? He could not believe what happened with the OG Anunoby thing. Bro was still stuck in game 4, man. Unfortunate. I don't have the gold 0 point. Yeah, God is good, Bree. But hear me out. It's going to drive them for the future. That French guy, oui. He will be back next year. Now, here's my biggest concern for that big guy is because he's tall. While he's young, he's not prone to injury, but as he gets older, the problem with being super tall is you're going to get into a lot of injuries. So I hope he builds a lot of muscle from now until his first championship. I was so sad, though. I was like, no, Wemby, go shake their hand. Shake their hand, bro. Don't do that. Don't walk into the locker room. Because I love that kid. He's an empath. Like, he reads a lot of books. So whenever the kid speaks, you can tell how much books... Like, he's very, very, very wise for a 20-year-old. I don't know how old Wembayana is. It's a 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old. Very, very wise kid. Setsu, thank you for the follow. Welcome in from Koshrai, Ernestu. He's 22. Very wise kid. Whenever he gets interviewed, very, very smart. You know how many 20-year-olds who'd probably be like saying the most or like speak out of their butt? He's always speaking out of intelligence. A lot of the times at the press conference, when they ask him a question that he can't answer, he'll legitimately pause to process the loss or process what he wants to say. Think about it for like 5 seconds. Not a lot of people are comfortable like that because some people just say BS, right? Like there's some people who get a loss. Like I'll give an example. Like, I'm not going to say their names. We don't need to acknowledge. But there are people who lose games and there's just nothing but excuses come out of their mouth. The refs, the that. You know what I mean? Like, just nothing but excuses come out of their mouth. And they're old. They're in their late 20s. They're in their 30s. I'm like, for this kid to be 22 and just be smart, he's got a lot of championship if he stays healthy. I'm kind of sad that Harper wasn't played often. And it's understandable for those of you who don't understand, like, the dynamics of a sport. It's like, you made it that far with De'Aaron Fox. You're going to try to play that guy as much as... I mean, he learned his lesson today. He played Harper a lot of minutes today. And Harper got his minutes today. Like, he played him a lot today, and he missed some crucial layups, too, in that moment. Hi, KT. At least he had an opportunity to do it, right? He missed the crucial layup to tie the game, Dylan Harper. But that kid is nice, man. That kid is nice. He's the first Filipino-American to actually make it to the NBA. He almost won. Yeah, Castle did not show up until that dunk, Oos. Until that dunk. You saw that dunk to, like, try to get close? That was the only time you should... I'm telling you, Oos, even Castle didn't leave game 4. You guys, this is why I try to teach people. Guilt of the past, chat, is the worst thing that could happen for you. Imagine, chat, you're in the present moment. It's game 5. Get the hell over game 4. But you're still so focused about that tip, right? I bet you the reason why Castle didn't show up, Oos, do you remember that alley-oop to actually win the game? The ball actually landed in his hand, but it landed short. So I can almost guarantee you, in his head, Castle probably thinks he costed that game. You know what I mean? That's why Castle didn't show up today, because he's probably still living that moment. So it's like, guilt of the past is the worst thing, man, for you, man. Guilt of the past, anxiety of the fear of the future will always ruin your current present moment. But he was mentally cooked after game 4. But that's, chat, that's what they say. That's what they say about these championships. When you're young, after you I always tell chat, 90% of basketball is mental. The moment you get in someone's head and you cook them in their head, they're dead. It's over, dog. I don't care how athletically gifted you are, because the Spurs were more athletically built, more talented, much better on paper, everything. Much more talented than the Knicks. The Knicks needed one guy to carry them the whole game today. Talk about grit, dog. If it wasn't for Jalen Brunson, they lose today. The Knicks get blown out, chat. The Knicks get blown out today, and they got to go back. And Brunson said, hell no. Hell no. Hop on my back. Let me show you what a dog is like. That's what you like to see, dog. That's what I was watching him. I was like, damn, this guy's... I was like... and it's funny because Kimmy's like, while she's watching, she's also like trying to tell me, like, you know, messaging, and she's like, oh, man, do you think that... I'm like, no, they're not coming back. The way I was watching Brunson, I was like, this guy's about to hit something crazy right now. Ready? I should stop jinxing. I'm not jinxing. I can see the heart of a champion. Just look at his eyes. Like, the moment they lock in like that, you can see who wants it more. You can see who has the heart of a champion. Meanwhile, the other guys are like head down, walking like someone just stole their candy, you know? Like, you can tell people's body language, you know, the way they walk. The Spurs already lost, man, after game 4. After game 4, you could tell they weren't over it, man. Today, you could tell they weren't over game 4. They were living in game 4, dog. They were still in game 4. It's like, bruh, this is game 5. Get your head in the game. Nah. And the only person whose head was in today, like one of the few, was a rookie. That rookie wanted it. That rookie still was playing his heart out. The only one on the Spurs. I mean, you also had Wembayana, who was also doing amazing work. Only 2 people, Wembayana and that rookie. Wembayana, like, he was about to set a record amount of blocks at the start of the game. That's it. Those are the only 2 who showed up for the Spurs. They wanted it. You could tell they wanted it. You can see it, and they should have played that kid more. They should have played Dylan more. They should have been like, all right. But I mean, you understand the dynamics, right, chat? You understand the situation the coach is in. You understand the dynamics. De'Aaron Fox helped them get all the way there. He's not about to disrespect him like that after getting them there. He's going to try to keep his ego intact. Because what if they want to keep De'Aaron for next year? You know what I mean? I don't know. He might get traded. You never know. But what if? They might trade him. They could move Dylan up. Imagine a rookie scoring majority of the points. That rookie is about that. I love that Filipino kid. Yeah, Fox might be cooked, man. Ace, I think he's going to get let go. He's going to get let go. He's gone. Poor guy. I'm sad for De'Aaron because I watched him on Sacramento get cooked. And you feel bad for the kid. But yeah, he's going to be let go. What's your favorite loadout this season? Sniper, shotgun, and pistol. Where's Fox going? Too early to tell. It depends on what the moves the Spurs make. The Spurs were actually the more talented team this year. But the team with more heart, definitely the Knicks. Never underestimate. If you've ever heard that saying that they say in the NBA, never underestimate the heart of a champion. You never underestimate the heart of a champion. I don't care how talented you are, the heart of a champion will always take over. Good morning, Jolly. I don't know, chat. I don't know where this duck is. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to keep looking for this duck. I'm gonna have to look for this duck. That was such a good NBA Finals, man. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, hold on. Is that the duck? No. Wait, was that? Yeah, that was the duck. Hold on, let me do this. Nick Swan, what'd I say? Darion, you did not put your money where your mouth was. You also didn't believe. I always crack up when people go, Nick Swan, what'd I say? I try to tell you to put your money where your mouth is, but you weren't confident enough. That's why you didn't put your money where your mouth was. If you were confident, you would have believed and you would have been like, bet, I'll take you. Chat, I offered Darion an offer that if I won and I was right on the Spurs, right? If I was right, and I can easily say that I was wrong because I love the grit that New York says. I usually guess like a lot of the NBA Finals correctly, and I can easily say, chat, this is something I got absolutely wrong, and I'm okay with it. I'm so proud of the Knicks for proving me wrong. But I always tell people, put your money where your mouth is prior to the series. If you truly believe in your team, right? If I win, I'm gonna take a Knicks jersey and walk around like Jalen Brunson jersey and say he's the GOAT, right? Around Waikiki. And I told him, if the Spurs end up winning, right? He has to go wear a Wembayana shirt in New York. And he didn't even believe it. He said, nah, hell no, I'm gonna get shot over. He said, hell no, I'm gonna get shot out here in New York. So I said, you see? Like, you don't believe. You don't believe. If you believe, you would have taken that bet. It was an easy bet, dude. But you didn't believe. You did not believe. You doubted it. You doubted it, bro. If Thunder would have won, they would have cooked it. Yeah. So I like to tell people, sometimes, chat, the journey, someone else is your blessing. The Knicks should be grateful that OKC didn't make it to the finals. But I'm not gonna lie, they probably still would have like given them the run for their money. They still would have given them a run for their money. They still would have given them a run for their money. They still would have like given them a hard time, but like chat, when it comes down to it, experience always wins. And who would have had more experience in the NBA Finals? Definitely OKC. So the Knicks need to be like grateful that they didn't have to face the defending champions. That someone else was their blessing, man. The Spurs had to take them out for them to win the NBA Finals. The Spurs went through the hardest road to the NBA Finals. They went through the hardest road to the NBA Finals. The teams that the Knicks had to play were all trash, bro. They were all. That's why I didn't believe it, chat. That's why I didn't believe they were capable of doing it. The teams the Knicks had to go through were all trash, bro. Absolute trash. They were trash on the East. They didn't even get to play the Celtics because the Celtics were injured. Jason Tatum got injured. So it's like, yeah, it would have been nice if they Hi, Mythical. That's why I didn't believe they were capable of it, but I'm so grateful they proved me wrong. All I know is chat, like the coach said. Like the coach said, chat. All I know is the Knicks are dogs. Yo, anybody, if you're from New York right now, I know how much of a dog you are. You better in your life right now, chat. You better in your life. If you from New York right now, you better be living your life like a dog, because they just proved to you how much of a dog they are. And if you still acting like a little bit in your life, complaining that you're not getting anything you want in your life, just remember what the Knicks did tonight. They showed what New York is capable of. They showed the kind of grit that New York people are supposed to be about. You know what I mean? So if you're from New York, you better represent New York like that in your own daily life, bro. You better be like that in your life. Because New York just proved tonight how much of a dog they are, man. Such dogs, bro. Down 29. Oh my gosh, bro. I have never seen the greatest. I'm still gonna say the greatest NBA come. Yeah, they're probably tearing everything up, Ace. I think the whole. But hear me out, Ace. It's better than losing, because New York would have turned into Gotham City. Let's just be honest. God made a choice. God made a choice. He's like, okay, Knicks lose. We might need to like put out fires in the city. Knicks win. We're gonna put out fires, but it's gonna be like happy fires. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be that bad of fires. Yo, it would have been World War III in New York if they lost. Chat, I can almost guarantee you. I can almost guarantee you if the Knicks lost, yeah, World War III would have happened there, dog. I can almost guarantee you. It would have been bad, bro. The riots out there, right now they're on a high, right? But if they lost, it would have been bad, bro, for New York. That city has been, chat, just imagine for yourself, right? In your own daily life, if you have witnessed a loss for 50 years of your life, right? Good morning, Melvin. If you have witnessed a loss for 50 years of your life, and then you finally make it to the biggest opportunity of your lifetime, and then you lose that, and you're from a city of dogs, yeah, those dogs are tearing everybody up. At some point, those dogs are gonna go around and just So yeah, grateful they won, man. Do you stay same settings or you change every season? I change. Sounds like the future. Hi, Missy. What happens when the Canucks lost the Stanley Cup? We had a riot in 2010, Chantelli says. Are Canadians even like that? I always thought you guys were friendly people. Canadians, are you really like that? I didn't know you guys were like that. I thought your representative was I thought your representative was like Nick A30. I didn't know you guys were about that life. I'm gonna be honest. You guys are about that life? We get violent, just not with pew-pews. Yeah, that's why I say. So you guys do get violent, but not with pew-pews. Like that, like out here in America, is dangerous. Like if you end up losing, bruh. I don't know, man, what would have happened. Cat is washed. Brunson is a savior. He just fouls a lot. But Cat, we just knew Brunson was gonna be him. Imagine scoring only 2 points less. I think he scored 2 points less. Thank you for the heartbeat, Michael. He scored 2 points less than the entire Knicks team. I don't know if that was true. I didn't get to see the numbers because I had to rush to the beach. I had to rush to the beach and film a video. Mac Duty, thanks for the follow. He scored two less points than the entire Knicks. What a dog, bro. I watched him go crazy. And Kimmy was like, oh, don't say it. I was like, nah, I've seen this in Kobe. I've seen it in so many people. When they put on, I've seen it in LeBron. I've seen it. I'm like, Kimmy, that face right there. Yeah, he going home with the championship tonight. He going home with the championship tonight. Like, Kimmy, I don't think you understand this. Look at his face. She's like, no, he might miss it. No, look at his face. They not losing. They not losing. Homie said, yeah, don't worry, Knicks. We coming home with a championship tonight. Everybody hopping on my back. They better give that man and OG Anunoby a statue. It can't just be Jalen Brunson. Without OG Anunoby, this series could have gone a completely different direction. Completely different direction, chat. How come I can't reload this? Mr. Pedro, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart me. Fox deserves one. Yeah, I didn't care who was going to win the NBA Finals. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I just wanted the better team to win. The one thing I did want, Ace, I wanted it to reach Game 7 because I'm a fan of the sport. I love basketball, you know? I've played multiple basketball championships in my life, so yeah. I want to see a dogfight. I wanted to see a dogfight, chat. I wanted it to go to Game 7. Okay. I wanted it so bad to go to a Game 7. Anybody who's a fan of the sport, you know what I'm talking about. Nice shots. GG's. How do I get the sprite level upgraded? The sprite level upgraded? Oh, you just got to hold it in game. Man, I wanted it to go to Game 7 so bad, chat. But I'm sad. What am I going to do now with my life? Now I got to collect sprites. Do I have to watch FIFA now, chat? Do I got to watch the World Cup? I don't care about the World Cup until it reaches, like, the finals. You know what I mean? World Cup is too boring for me because it takes so long to score a goal. I only watch the World Cup for the fans because the fans in the... There's no fan crazier than actually soccer fans, chat. Let's just be honest. There's so many fans of different sports, but the only sport that has the craziest fans is soccer fans. They're definitely the craziest. Dun, dun. John Chalant, thank you for the rose. Rushing the fields is crazy. Yeah, you guys call it football. F-U-T-B-B-O-L. Football. You were at a Diddy party proof? Oh, yeah, Jimmy, I'm not looking. Jimmy is a troll. Kimmy, do you got to go to sleep soon, Kimmy? Do you want to go to sleep soon? I know Kimmy's been up all day. And Kimmy's sad because the Spurs lost, so... I teared up, man, when I watched Jalen Brunson, because I'm a fan of the underdog. I like people who earn their shit in life. I can never relate to people who have it easy in life, so just watching the underdogs win the NBA Finals always tears me up when an underdog wins it. Last time I cried was when the Cavs came back down 3-1. I actually cried, like, watching the Knicks, like, Jalen Brunson, when the question was asked on stage, what does it mean to you to be able to win this with your father? Speechless. Probably one of the most iconic moments in NBA history, because that's going in the Netflix documentary. The way he just could... I've never seen a sports star speechless in the moment. And he was about to cry. Like, Jalen Brunson just... The moment, just... He didn't know what to say in that moment. I've seen so many, like, different moments in the NBA Finals where people are like, Cleveland, this is for you. You know, that's LeBron's moment, right? What's Kevin Garnett? Anything is possible. Right? Kobe kissing the trophy. Michael Jordan crying because his father dying. Right? There's so many moments. This is going to go down in history. When asked for that moment, and just, I've never seen a player, like, absolutely speechless, because it's, like, unbelievable that it happened. The way they won and the way they went about it, it was just unbelievable. Like, these are things that you wouldn't even believe, like, unless you've seen it in real time. You know what I mean? So, that was very iconic when he was asked that question and he just was about to cry. And he held himself. He composed himself. He composed himself so well. Cat's gonna post, after all that. After all that. I can't wait till he does that. Thank you, Trunks. To me, is the greatest finals. Yes, Ace. No, nothing will ever... Kimmy, when she said... Kimmy was telling me that the Spurs were gonna come back down 3-1. I said, no, Kimmy, that's only LeBron. That's only a story for LeBron. Nobody's gonna ever do that in the history, because LeBron is one of those people where he had the toughest road to get to where he needs to be. And I know Kimmy was very hopeful, but like the way LeBron did it for Cleveland, a team that's never won a championship, only people from Cleveland will understand that, and only people from Cleveland will know what it's like to never win anything in life, but to be able to come back at all odds. So that's only a Cleveland thing. That's never going to be... He had so much on his shoulders. The GOAT talk, all this stuff. He can't win a championship. When he comes back home, he needs to be somewhere else. You know what I mean? Ohio wasn't going to have any championship in their life if it wasn't for that moment. Cleveland, I'm so sorry. You got the Browns. You're never going to win anything. But that will be the only moment you're going to get canceled. No, that's going to be their only moment, man. I don't see Cleveland ever winning any more in the future. Goodbye, Cleveland. That's your only moment for the rest of your life, man. Yeah, Cleveland, you're cooked for the rest of your life. The Knicks waited 50 years for a championship. You're not ever going to get one ever again. Unless the aliens from Monstars come over down and they steal some superheroes' powers, and you get Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes to join your team, Cleveland, they're never gonna win anything in their life, bro. Hell no. The things that had to have gone for Cleveland to win that series, they had to have Draymond suspended. There's so many factors in that series, bro, for Cleveland to actually come back. LeBron had to drop 40 back-to-back games, bro. Jalen Brunson did it in one game. LeBron had to do it back-to-back, bro. Back-to-back games, bro. Imagine having to drop 40 back-to-back and barely win. Yeah, that's never going to happen again in the history of the NBA. Hell no. Down to 3-1? Hell no. But never say never, man. Sometimes you get people that change the odds. They need to have another person made in the lab. You know what's funny is even Steph Curry, people don't know this, but Steph Curry is also from Cleveland. You guys know that? Steph Curry, another GOAT in the NBA. He's actually from Cleveland, I think. Someone looked that up for me. Or I think he's just from Ohio. I'm curious. I think he's from around that area. Him and LeBron were made in the same lab. Both him and LeBron made in the exact same lab. Yeah, the Cleveland thing, chat. The Cleveland thing, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he's from Akron. That's what it is. Thank you, CTS. Thank you. So they're from Ohio, not Cleveland. They're both from Akron, Ohio. Thank you. They were both from Akron, Ohio. Crazy. There's something they're doing in their labs down there in Akron. You know what I said, chat? I really want LeBron. Now, LeBron's married, so that wouldn't work. Who's someone who doesn't have a baby? Wembayana? Imagine if Wembayana and Serena Williams had a baby. Just do it for experimental purposes. I want to see I want to see how that baby's going to turn out. You know what I mean? You just got to get like two of the most athletic people in the world. Like if LeBron and Serena Williams had a baby, he wouldn't do that. He loves his wife dearly. But like just imagine how crazy that kid's going to be in sports. The most authentic period. Just imagine how crazy athletic that kid would be. I can't think of like the most athletic guy. I think the most athletic guy in the history of sports could possibly be LeBron. He's like the most fittest of all athletes. I mean, he's 40 and still playing like an 18-year-old. I don't know if Wemby's married. Someone get Wemby and Serena Williams to make a baby. Trust. I need them to make a baby. What if their child has no legs and no arms? Then they could be like the GOAT of like the Special Olympics or something like that. You know what I mean? They could still be the GOAT. I don't know if I want this. I think I'm going to go this one. I'm going to come all the way around this corner. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any mobility here. Where do I go? Kimmy, let's go to Golden Grove. Serena Williams is half his age. So she would be a cougar then if that were to happen. That baby better have Serena's hairline. Serena's hairline is crazy. She doesn't have that bad of a hairline, does she? I mean, double his age. Michael, that's so funny. Now, they could come out like Jordan's kids, though. Not an athletic bone in their body. Because of the mother, Michael. Their mother wasn't an athlete. That's why I say you got to get a male athlete and a female athlete to procreate. But their mother wasn't an athlete. So, of course, the kids weren't going to be athletic. Not one single athletic bone in their body, you know? That baby wouldn't have to go to Turkey, though? Okay. You need, like, an athlete from the male side and an athlete from the female side. And then, bam. Dylan is the perfect example. Yeah, Dylan. Is both his parents athletic? That kid is Filipino black. He makes... I'm not gonna lie. He makes all Filipinos proud today, bro. At least, this is the first time a Filipino actually wins an NBA Finals, chat. Because they had a Filipino-American on both teams. Who's the one? Kelly Clarkson's son? I made that up. I don't remember his name. Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson on the Knicks is Filipino-American. And then Dylan Harper is Filipino. He makes all the Filipinos proud. I'm not gonna lie, that's how all Filipinos play. Like, if you've never seen a Filipino hoop, I'm so grateful that y'all get to see it in Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper attacking the paint, that's the Filipino play style, chat. Attacking the paint, and no matter how tiny he is, that's how every Filipino plays. So I bet you every Filipino watching it probably got inspired today. Every Filipino was like, damn, that's how we play. That kid had the athleticism of a black guy, but like the heart of a Filipino player. Oh my gosh, bro. Some of the best things of both. Because Filipino players, chat, a lot of them average between 5'2" to 5'5", really, really short players. A lot of them would be in the NBA with their athleticism, but because they're so short, they will never sniff the NBA. You know what I mean? They're too damn short. You gotta have like Dylan Harper jeans. You gotta have like black jeans. You gotta have some sort of black in you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you wanna make it to the NBA, dog, you can't be full Filipino because you're gonna be like too short, you know? I mean, you could also be Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues was pretty short too. Was there a chest at the waterfall? I think I'm good here. Kimmy, this is our last game. I didn't think I'm gonna get any boots tonight. I'm gonna go to the purple right after here and just continue to talk with chat. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know if you caught me saying it, Ooze. Jordan Clarkson is also Filipino, right? Because they got Filipinos on both sides. So this is the first time a Filipino has actually gotten an NBA ring. When is a Samoan gonna get their first NBA ring? Never mind, chat. Samoans, we're not made for the NBA. We're too big. We have multiple NFL championships though. Samoans are only built for the NFL. We're not built for the NBA. We'd have to be half black if we want to make it to the NBA. Bros, Samoan dudes are meant to hit. And make sure you hurt when they hit. I don't think a Samoan will ever get like a sniff. He has to be half black, half Samoan. There is a half black, half Samoan dude who plays for the Pistons, I believe. And he's pretty nasty. Was it the Pistons? Someone told me the other day, he goes, bro, there is a Samoan in the NBA. I was like, who? I said, this guy. And I looked him up and I was like, he actually is Samoan. I think his mother is Samoan, but his dad is black. We need a Samoan boxing heavyweight. I miss David Tua, man. I don't think there'll ever be another David Tua, Chevy. Let's be honest. I don't know. Hopefully one day. Never say never. David Tua was built different. That was our Our greatest heavyweight champion or boxer out of Samoa. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, Jayo Pitaya is actually, yeah, he's been doing a lot lately. I haven't watched a lot about him, or I should probably like catch up with him, but or like look up some stuff. I don't watch much boxing anymore. Oh, Mark Hunt, how could I forget about him? Absolutely, Mark was also amazing. Has he ever won a heavyweight champion though? I don't think he's been a heavyweight champion of the world, yeah? Why am I finding all these golds out in the wild? Okay, this guy's glitched. Kim, you want to have this gold one? He doesn't want to get picked up. Well, clearly Kimmy doesn't see him. She's confused. It's probably only on my screen I see him. What's your favorite sprite this season? Well, if I'm going to be honest, I'd just be carrying the same damn sprite over and over. I keep carrying this Earth sprite hoping to find mythic boots. And I just can never find chat. So I'm going to continue to try to see if I could throw someone on the purple. But I just feel like... Kimmy, let's just call this. Some gold sprites have been glitched out, I see. Careful, Kimmy, there's a team over there. I just haven't figured out what my play is. They're camping it. They're camping the area. Anyone here watching UFC? TikTok's still going, Jimmy. Who's got the gummy dream or punk? Isaac says. Come join our Discord. There is a couple of stuff in there. Where you can trade with the community. Damn, he didn't even hit his shots, chat. I got real lucky over there. He didn't even hit his shots. I got real lucky, bro. Let's just be honest. Who's up? Is UFC still fun to watch, chat? I stopped watching after Anderson Silva broke his leg. If you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I used to watch this guy named Spida from Brazil back in the day, and he was nice. And then after that, it kind of traumatized me. I don't know if it traumatized me. I just was like, hi, Jenna. I was just like, this is horrible. It like traumatized me, and I just didn't end up watching anymore. That was nuts. So after that, I was like, yeah, the UFC is not for me. The UFC is not for me. No, thank you. I don't need to be watching stuff like that. I stopped watching after that kick, Marie. I said, you know what? Why am I watching this gruesome sport? I don't need to watch this anymore. There's no reason for me. Like when I was younger, right? And I got into a lot of fights. Because in Samoa, it's like a common thing. But like I'm older now. I'm like, I don't want to see any of this garbage. People just pounding each other like crazy. And, oh, man. I have been seeing some of Max Holloway stuff, and the only reason why I watch Max Holloway is because I have a video of me, Max Holloway, saying he's gonna be heavy. He's gonna be not heavyweight. I forgot what I said. This guy's gonna be champion. It's on my FB page, chat. I was like, this guy's gonna be champion of the world one day, and he goes, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we're at the club, and Max Holloway 10 years ago, like was up and coming, and I saw a couple of his fights, and I legitimately go in the video. It's on my FB page if you ever want to look it up. I go, this guy right here. We're both walking out of the club. Is going to be champion of the world. And who knew 10 years later? Who knew 10 years later, 12 years later, he ended up becoming lightweight champion of the world? I still have that video. Remind me to look up that video, chat, and show y'all. It's a pretty dope video I posted on my page. I probably posted it 10 years ago, so I'd have to scroll like 10 years. Oh, W Siggy. I didn't even realize I had no minis. Yeah, and he didn't even do it once, right? He did multiple times. Yeah, he's dope. Max is the man. And it's cool because he's also a streamer. W Max. He's not only talented, you know, in the boxing ring, he's also talented in video games. You guys ever seen his Warzone clips? That dude can play. That dude is good, bro. It's amazing to see like all that. God said, hey man, if this UFC thing doesn't work out, you can be a Warzone player. You can be a Warzone player because that guy's got great aim. Yeah, he played with Peanut and almost got Peanut canceled on the purple. Hello, G-boy. That's such a Hawaiian thing. Or such a local Hawaiian thing, bro. I was like, bro, that's crazy. And then Peanut was like, yeah, I could get banned over here by you saying that. Bro, that video cracks me up, bro. And Peanut was like confused, like, why would he say that? And it was just so funny, bro. And like he didn't understand that's like a thing in Hawaii that people be saying, but they don't mean any offense by it. It's just like, yeah. The Usos always ruining nice things unknowingly. Chat, I keep finding the same gold Sprite every game. There's 7 people left. I got no elims. We gotta at least get one, chat. We gotta get at least one elim. Where the hell is everybody? I don't think anybody's behind me. I think they're all on that side, chat. Wait, I hear someone. Is he gonna come across me or is he gonna go underneath? He's coming across. Nah, that guy's one. He's one, chat. Da-da-da-da. I'm not gonna peek because he's got a hunting rifle. But I don't want to get pinched, though. See, there's this one on the left. Hey, where did he go? Okay, I'm cooked now because I don't know where he went. You know what? Let's go towards this bush. Chat, we're just going to chill here. There's still like... Oh, I got to go back that way. I gotta go back up there. This Ranger pistol is so good. Was Power Hour only yesterday? Yes. Only on Saturdays. Don't drive my bush. Ah, hell no. Oh. You know what? We got to go away because there's too many people all fighting each other over here. Let's hold it in here. Yeah, let him fight each other. We're going to have to go towards this circle in a bit. Oh. Oh, through the window. Through the wall. Ooh, nice hit. Oh, I don't have any more. Let me go this way. Shh. Oh. All right, GG's chat. Thank you, Shrew, so much for the follow. It's illegal to be alone and all by yourself. I'm just going to hang out with my community on the purple, so I'll see you guys later. TikTok, enjoy the rest of your night. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I appreciate y'all so much for being here without, first and foremost, sorry, dude, I fart. It's okay, Green. Your fart, like, cost me the game, but next time, fart in silence. Make sure it's not too powerful, okay? All right, bye, TikTok. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I just want to take a moment to thank God, first and foremost, that I get to wake up another day and do this for a living. Appreciate him so much, and without these people that God had brought into my life, we would not be able to be continuously pushing on the algorithm. So shout out to our top likers. Daisy, our Puerto Rican. Morning Dust, her name is Nadia, and she's out of Switzerland. And then Maggie, she's a Michael Jackson lover out of New Jersey. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate 37. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Maggie, 37,000 likes is crazy. Maggie, can you retype on TikTok? I want to see. Boo Creamy, thank you for the follow. I want to see how many likes you have today. You too, Kevin. I appreciate you so much for being here. Good night, Kevin. Where is Maggie? You come back right now. You leave the purple. Hi, love. 37,000. How much does she actually have in comments? Wait, that's it. Usually when you have like 37,000 likes, it's like she's supposed to have like 70,000. It says 46,000, which is weird. That means only 9,000 of your likes weren't counted, which is weird. That's weird because usually our community, for those of you who don't know, it'll usually show 36,000 likes, but they usually have 70,000 likes, and half of it is not even counted. Right? It's a thing on TikTok because their fingers are too fast for it. But crazy, still 40,000 likes is crazy. Maggie, I appreciate you. 46,000 likes is crazy, or yeah, whatever it was. It's like 7,000, 9,000. How much do I have? Morning Dust, you have a total of 33,418 likes. Crazy. So that means a couple of your likes weren't counted either. Anyways, our top gifters, I want to get a big shout out to Crystal, Morning Dust, and Mac. Thank you guys so much to you three. Crystal hasn't given me a fun fact about her, as well as Hooked. All I know is they live in Hawaii, and they're fiancés. Morning Dust, once again out of Switzerland, and a Mac. I don't know a fun fact about you. If you come to the Purple, we're live right now on Twitch, Cool Dip TV. Please drop a fun fact about you. I would love to learn a fun fact about you. I'm not going to do an outro today. I just want to go talk to my community. So goodbye, everybody. Love, peace. I got to tell them some stories about today. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye, Nate. I got to say goodbye. Peace. Oh, Mac is from Tennessee. W. Chat, remind me. I ended, and he told me where he was from. Can someone remind me where Mac is from? Next time. He said he's from Tennessee, chat. He is from Tennessee. Okay, how we doing tonight, chat? Y'all doing amazing here on the Purple? Hi, Denim. How are you? Claire, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Mac is from Tennessee. Is he our only Tennessean? Is there anybody else from Tennessee in our community? I feel like he's our only Tennessean, right? Kimmy, if you want to go to sleep, you can go to sleep. I'm like debating if I search any more sprites for tonight. Kimmy, you still owe me, what is it, the water sprite? It won't let me follow, Aqua says. Wait, why? That's kind of weird. Why wouldn't it let you follow? Am I glitched on the Purple? Chat, anybody else having a hard time trying to follow? Why wouldn't it let you follow? Do I have a glitch on my end? I want to lie. I don't know. I'm hitting it. Maybe you are followed already. Keto, thank you for the follow. Mac, you made it in. Mac, I was like, I feel bad. I ended the live and he said where he was from. So we were talking about Tennessee, Mac. And we were like, I think he's the only he's not, is he the only 10 we see, chat? Is he the only 10 we see in the chat? I think you're the only one from Tennessee in our community, Mac. I don't know of anybody else from Tennessee. I think you might be the only one. There it is, Aqua. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. There it is. Chat, how did you guys do on your hunting thing? You got it. Thank you, Aqua. I appreciate you for the follow. What kind of name is that? Tufania. Aqua Tufania. Fania sounds like a Psalm 1 name. All right, we learned a fun fact about Mac. Oh, it's a poison. Wait, why are you out here poisoning people, Aqua? Chantelli's got 29. So the most in our community is, what's her name? Andy Lou out of New York. She got that dog in her. She got 30. Chantelli's second at 29. Oh, it's an Italian thing. I don't want to talk about it. I got mad yesterday. I found no new sprites during Golden Hour. I managed to find 3, Marta, and I'm lucky. But it was a gummy, and I lost it too. So you poisoned the people who deserve it. You know what? That was it. The kid, or who was it? Didn't deserve it. In 6 cents. Let me just tell you. I have 20. Julianne says, yeah, I'm like 21. I matched the age of how old I am. Chat. Look how much sprites I have. Keto Jenny has 12. Hard time finding gold and gummy sprites. You should try to trade with the community, Jenny. We have a Sprites thing in Discord. It's !Discord. And you could just go trade and see, hey, anybody has... Our community is really friendly, Jenny. And now that you're here, you're part of family now. All right, if you've been here already, then my bad. But, like, over here, people are really nice. It's not like Discord where people usually are like, shut your... You know what I mean? Over here, everybody's kind. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I got 21. Kimmy, which one do you owe me? Was it the water Sprite? Porky just found 4 or 5, Denim says. Dang. 4 or 5 is good still. I have been playing like crazy. So, I'm supposed to have 21. But I think the total that you're supposed to be at is 31. You're at 20 now, Mighty Buttercup? Awesome. Yeah, mine is at 21 with no trading. Just straight up, just based on my luck. If I open something, I open and I get it. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I found my first gummy tonight. Someone must have just been eliminated. Sarah says I legit can't find any gummies. Yeah, I've been getting lucky with the gummies. Is Kimmy here? Kimmy, are you going to sleep? Are you going to give me my gummy, or do you want to wait till tomorrow? Did Kimmy fall asleep? I found 4 gummies for the power hour. Was super lucky. I gave away 2 gummies and a gold in power hour because Tank wasn't supposed to give it to me. I said, Tank, no, take it. And then that little split second ended up getting me killed because I was like, no. And then I tried to pick it up, and this whole team pushed me. I killed. I got all 3 Pokemon gone in the moment. If you don't just use your dust and buy it back. All right, fine. I don't want to do it, but yes. Fine. All right, I got him back. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So, chat, which ones am I missing for the gold? I got to memorize it. Kimmy, do you have the gold water? No, I do have the gold water. No, gummy water. Kimmy, do you have the gummy water? We did it in... Power hour was at 3 in the night here. Like 3 in the morning. Kimmy, can you look if you have the water one? Native told me that it was the water one he gave you. But I don't know if that was true. Wait, so Native still owes us that? Dream looks like the only one you're missing. Like Dream Gold? Wait for gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm missing 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't there a 9? The games are great, Spoke. Oh, he was going to give it to Kimmy tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I'm going to play... I'll probably stream again tomorrow, but for those of you who don't know, on Sundays I stream, but, like, I'm off. I don't read comments. It's my day off. I just play with my peoples. Hi, Danny. Thank you so much for the follow. Gold's 0 point is also... That's the other one. Thank you, Mog. Okay, so, Kimmy, can you give channel points to Mog and give channel points to Sarah? Give them, like, 2 million channel points. For those of you who don't know what these points are for, each month I gift, like, anything you want from the item shop. Right? We already gifted 3 things in the item shop today. And so... or the month of May. At the end of June, whatever you guys do, because you guys support code CoolDipTV in the item shop whenever you guys purchase stuff, I take some of that money, the earnings that I make, and I don't pay my bills. I pay it back to the community. It's just how I've lived in my life. It's a struggle sometimes, but that's okay, chat. It's fine. I know one day it'll pay off. It's how I've always lived in my life. I like to give to the community. So this community gave, like, perfect example today, gifted 93 subs, chat. Right? Because eventually comes back from the community, and I find a way to give it back to the community, you know? So it's like a give-give relationship in this community. So this, at the end of June, chat, if you have at least 1 million channel points, you could enter a lot of our giveaways. So whatever is popular at the end of June, we'll see. You could get, like, anything you want in the item shop, whoever wins it. We usually give away 3. Is it your shorts I see? Wait, do you see my shorts all over the internet? Mog, I don't do great on YouTube. You might see it all over the internet, Mog, but people on YouTube don't like my face for whatever reason. I'm so, like, that's so nice to hear, Mog. Mog, you'll see, I don't know, chat, I don't know what it is, but maybe there's something about white faces that are so appealing to kids. I don't know what it is, but a white guy will post a video, right? He'll do like 100 videos. And bam, 1 million views. A million people. Or 1 million subscribers. Chat, I need 1,000 to even hit 30,000. I've posted 1,000 videos. Chat, you won't believe this. On YouTube, I've posted 1,200 videos. And they're all really quality videos. Like, I'm not talking about these are trash videos. These are quality videos. Like, us trolling babes, us, like, doing random, like, our Stick of Truth videos that get, like, millions of views on TikTok or hundreds of thousands of views on TikTok. I go on YouTube and the kids are like, ew, swipe. Ew, swipe. You know? Mog, thank you for the follow. Spawn, thank you for the follow. So it's like, you know your face is not attractive to kids when the kids, like, swipe all your videos. Thank you, Mog. I appreciate. I'm glad you like the trolling videos. I think they're good, Mog, but according to YouTube, I need to do better. So I got to figure out how to post better for YouTube or how to make the YouTube algorithm like me more. Because every time I release a video, back in the day, Mog, when I used to release videos, it would hit like 50,000 to 100,000 views. I don't anymore. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I post videos now, Mog, and they only hit like 20,000 views, 10,000 views. So I got to figure it out. Once you understand the algorithm, you'll figure it out. Maybe I got to take off my face in my videos on YouTube. I don't know. Sometimes there's streamers who end up taking out their faces because they're like, yeah, my face is not doing well. My face card is not doing well on YouTube. They're probably looking at me like, who's this old ass unk? I loved when you were singing with that Someone dude. And oh, thank you, Denim. It was a great video. I caught him singing alone, and I wanted to make his day, so I went and sang with him. He was kind of skeptical. If you notice in the video, he was looking at the camera. Like you notice the camera, right? He's looking at it. He's like, what is happening? Is it Fortnite videos on YouTube, or do you post them? Yeah, same videos, Aqua. The same Fortnite videos that I post on TikTok that do like thousands of views will only do like 2,000 or 1,000 on YouTube. YouTube kids are built different. They like, that's how you know you got to be a little bit more entertaining, or you got to block your face. Maybe I should be a potato. Like, chat, maybe on YouTube when I post my videos, I should probably be the mythic black nut. What do you guys think, chat? Maybe no, Peanut already took this. So maybe not the mythic black nut. Maybe I should be like a pear. Chat, what do you guys think about the pear? You think I would get more views like this if I just, maybe the kids would be like, ooh, a pear, delicious, yummy. Maybe I got to go the route of like Human Bill. Probably. You could use my face. I'm as white as, oh, Denim. Chat, some of you guys, if you're white, send me your picture and I'll just put up your picture with my videos. Chat, we'll go far in life. Chat, give me someone with a white face in our community and I will post your face on my videos and I bet you we go far. I mean, there is some, I don't know what it is about white people, but like there is something about their face that makes you want to stay. Like, you guys watch a lot of movies, right? Do you ever watch like Hollywood movies, chat? You guys ever watch Hollywood movies and you ever notice their skin is always so fair and like you end up watching and staying? Like, I don't know what it, maybe it's the psychology behind it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the psychology behind it is. But I tend to notice too, like when I used to watch Lord of the Rings, I'm not gay, right? I'm straight as an arrow, right? But I'll look at Legolas, right? The blonde guy. And you just can't look away because that guy is an attractive guy. Like, he's not as attractive in real life because he doesn't have long blonde hair. But you put that blonde wig on the dude with blue eyes, and dang, that dude is like attractive. Like, you can tell that dude is attractive. And you just watch him like, dang, this guy's cool. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about, but Legolas is my favorite character. I'm as straight as a banana. Is that? Oh, yeah, maybe I should put on a banana. A banana's white, chat. Chat, a banana's white. Maybe I should be a banana. Chat, we're starting to figure it out. Yeah, Orlando Bloom. That's his real name. Thank you, Julianne. Knows what I'm talking about. That's chat. You love Gimli, Denim? Legolas is my favorite character. Legolas and Aragorn, favorite characters. I'm not gay. 100% someone in denial would say. Guys, I'm just really good at the voice. But I'm not the only one, chat. It's a Samoan thing. We're raised around... Chat, we're so good at this voice. We're just good at it. You know what I mean? We're not gay, but we're good at it. If you ask any Samoan chat to do this voice, we're all very good at it. That's a win. We're just all very good at this voice. Like, the straightest guys in Samoa are just very good at it because our culture is raised around it. You know what I mean? Samwise is my favorite puns. I'm not gay, but... Okay, but, Aqua. She said, but she might roll the other way. Cool, I like your makeup. What you guys think, chat? Yes. Chat, what if I was gay? What if I pretended, like... Chat, what if I just was this character? For some reason, everyone just won't turn their heads. They'll be, like, so entertained. Yeah? I post videos like this. I bet you most people will stay and watch. You know what I mean? People will be like, oh my gosh, so entertaining. There's something about this guy. You know what I mean? I do that character, and for some reason, my retention watch rate on TikTok goes up. Chat, why is it when I'm myself, people on TikTok swipe? The moment Kulina comes out, yes, welcome in. Everyone, push the likes now. You know what I mean? And everybody goes, oh, damn, entertaining. All of a sudden, he is so entertaining. Let me stay here. My retention rate goes up every time Kulina shows up. The moment Kulina leaves, people are like, ah, boring. This guy's boring as hell. Let's leave. Bro, what the hell? They're like, fire. Why the hell everybody leave the moment I become myself? It's so weird. Kulina gets everyone hot and heavy. Is that why? You do your character so well, though. I'm going to have to... Jimmy, please. Someone call Hollywood. Just let me do some of these characters in real... in a movie. You know what I mean? Let me come in a movie one time. Why? Why? You know what I mean? Call Madea. Someone call Tyler Perry and say, hey, do you need another woman? Do you need another person to dress up as a lady in your movies? I'll do it, chat. I'm so good at it. Really good at it. You know? If you end up getting stuck, I have the gold dream sprite that I can give you. I don't have it. That's sweet of you, Mug. Chat, we have the gold dream sprite from Mug. There's so many people who are offering stuff. Chat, if I ever do get stuck, I will ask y'all. Right now. Okay, so chat, can we get back? My ADHD is kicking in hard. Get rid of the ADHD, chat. Let's get back to business. How many gold sprites do I need? 2. What are the 2? The gold dream and what's the other one, chat? And the gold 0 point, right? What do I need in the gummies? 1, 2. I only got 4 gummies. I need 5 gummies. Okay, so I need the dream. No, I have the king. I have the king gold. What are you guys talking about? Wait, hold on. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't have the king. Wait, so I need 3. Wait, Kimmy, was the king the gold you owe me? I'm trying to figure out which... Does anybody owe me the king? I got timed out for the... Don't worry, Aqua. Aqua, none of you are getting timed out on purpose. It's timed out by stream elements. I will tell you guys a story. 2 years ago, I got shadow banned on Twitch. Okay, ready for the story, Aqua? 2 years ago, I got banned because Twitch deemed my chat abusive. Yeah, isn't that weird? And you're going to laugh at why they deemed my chat abusive. You ready for it? They deemed my chat abusive because they were arguing about the greatest chocolate of all time. What big backs? Imagine, chat, arguing about chocolate and we got shadow banned for it, Aqua. WTF? That's what I'm saying. Like I said, if I'm white, chat, a white face, I probably wouldn't get banned. But I need a better face or something because I'll do like the simplest little things and get banned. I've been banned on TikTok like 9, 10, 11, 12 times. Over here on Twitch, We might be the only one chat who got shadow banned with 10 viewers. How the hell do you get shadow banned with 10 viewers? Like, you shouldn't even be on the algorithm, right, for Twitch to even look. They banned me with 10 viewers because they were abusive over chocolate. And it was crazy because it was an Australian guy talking about, no, this is an Australian chocolate. And then an Indian guy, Looped and Kalen, I'm going to just say their name out loud. Kalen comes in, he's like, Aussie chocolate is the best. I don't even know how to do an Aussie accent. And then Loop come in, no, let me tell you something. Chocolate in America is better. And then they just kept going back and forth. And then we're like, Australian chocolate on top. And then I guess the kid got upset, right? Because the Australian kid, he was 10. The kid was only 10. So the Australian kid goes, no, my parents told me Kit Kat is an Australian chocolate. and then the Indian kid came in and he goes, what? Your parents lied to you. Yo, chat Looped cracked me up, bro. He goes, your parents lied to you. Kit Kat is an American brand. Bruh, it was so intense. Yo, guys, can you guys chill out on the argument on chocolate? It just was so funny. Mog, I'm not gonna lie, it was funny, but I literally got shadow banned. I came back the next day. I went live. I'm supposed to have 10 viewers. Tell me why I had 0 viewers that day. I was like, where are my viewers? I'm trying to talk to people. Where the hell did they go? And then so Kimmy said, okay, I come into your live, but you can't really see me, but I can see you. I'd have to click directly to your link to go in. So Kimmy was like, I think you're shadow banned. So I sent a message to Twitch headquarters. Excuse me, why did I get shadow banned? And they said, your chat is so abusive. And I said, abusive? No, that doesn't sound like my chat. He goes, look at this time frame to this timestamp and tell me they're not. So I looked at that timestamp and to that timestamp, and I followed back. I'm like, they're arguing about chocolate. How did your algorithm think we're being abusive? They were just arguing about the greatest chocolate. And so they said, well, they kept using the word bully. So they kept saying, stop bullying me over my chocolate. So you can't use the word bully. So I put it, and then they started using words like, no, Australian candy sucks. So you can't use the word suck here, apparently. You can't use the word suck. You can't use the word bully. You can't. So every time you use these certain words, it's going to time you out automatically because I don't want to get shadow banned again. Anyways, the more you know. That's why you get timed out. It's not my mods timing you guys out. Don't feel bad if you get timed out, chat. That's Stream Elements. It has an auto mod feature where I don't want to get shadow banned again. Yeah, some of you will get unfollowed. I don't know what is happening. Yeah, I can't figure out Twitch either. But that's a thing on Twitch. That's... Yeah, also the F word. I'm trying to keep it family friendly, Chantelli, so I try. It's like snowflakes. We have food standards here, though. Yeah, anyways, that long-winded story is kind of annoying. Imagine 10 viewers and you get shadow banned. Who the hell had... Which community does that happen to? I can understand if I had thousands of people watching me and I said something crazy or whatever. Like, we got banned one time on Twitch. Well, like, straight banned for 24 hours because a guy pointed his Glock at the screen. I was swiping through Omegle content, and I go, what up, Moses? And the guy had a long beard. He looked like Moses. So, what up, Moses? And he goes, oh, you know, nothing much. And then he points it to the screen, and then bam, live banned. I was like, bruh. So it was hard to get partner at some point because I got banned so many times off of... I still have that vid. Oh, hello there, Dan the cat. Welcome to the cool guys. So, chat. That's why we have certain words banned. That's why we have certain stuff. If you want to see that video, it's in Discord. That video will make you laugh because I got legitimately scared. I want to see that video again. Just scroll through announcements in Discord. If you follow us in Discord, scroll through announcements. It's a far back video. You got to scroll all the way up in announcements. I had to tell the community why I got banned. I said, it's because of this. And community was like, damn, I'm learning a lot. Yeah, you're going to learn a lot. I make a lot of mistakes. I walk so you can run, Aqua. That's the whole point. You watch these streams, chat, so you don't make the same mistakes I do. So when you stream, you avoid all the mistakes I made. You know what I mean? Where's the Discord at? Exclamation point Discord. Danny. And then go into the Discord, look at the announcements, find some time to scroll through all the way to the top. I don't remember what year it happened, but I think it was 2025. So you got to scroll until you get to 2025. And when you scroll through 2025, go look for the video. Yeah, don't start debates about chocolate on Twitch. So I don't ever, nope, Mog, never gonna be a thing. We don't ever do debates here anymore. Because according to Twitch, it could shadow ban you. What? Shadow ban over chocolate is the funniest thing you can. I mean, we're a trollish community, so it makes sense that we would get banned over chocolate. We're such big backs, so I understand. But yeah, never again will I ever get this community to argue about which chocolate is the greatest. Yeah, this chocolate chat. But yeah, I gotta be very, very careful, chat, with some of the platforms I'm on. I almost lost, chat, ready for this? I swear, man, I need a white face. I don't know what it is, chat. I almost lost my Gaming Live Pro badge. You guys ready? I'm one of 40 Gaming Live Pros in the world. I almost lost my Gaming Live Pro badge because they didn't like my red symbol I posted in my comment section. What? Blew my mind. People have crazy things in their bio. Crazy things. But in my bio, I had a red item. That's and you know the red eye. Hold on, how do I post it with you guys? That was a valid crash out. Yeah, I could not believe. Hold on, chat. Let me post it to you guys. This red symbol. Ready? Let me post it to you guys. The red symbol. Why am I never logged into Twitch? Now I gotta log into Twitch. I'm logging in through Twitch through my phone. Okay, so I can show you. You know what? Let me just log in through Cool Dip Gaming so I could. This is my side channel over here. All right. Chat, this symbol. Okay, thank you, Love Doll. Love Doll knows. Love Doll, channel points for Love Doll. Thank you, Love Doll, for saving me time. I don't have to do it. Chat, you see that symbol over there? That Love Doll posted? So apparently in your bio, you can't have that symbol. And the symbol was basically telling everybody, that's my symbol for live. And I'm only live on TikTok, right? I'm never ever live anywhere else, or I never tell in my bio where I'm live anywhere else. I'll tell you in real time, hey, come over to the Purple if you still want to hang out with us. And that's about it, right? But like, I don't ever say it out loud. I don't ever do anything because I'm committed. I'm a committed TikToker because TikTok changed my life. I wouldn't have met this community. But that symbol over there, it would say that symbol, and it would say live from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. and then that symbol again at the end. And that's my way of saying, you know, the recording symbol, it's like live. I'm live. But they said, oh, that symbol is saying that you are live on YouTube. I'm like, no, I'm never live on YouTube at that time. That symbol is purely for TikTok. I'm trying to say that that's my way of saying I'm recording live. So they said, oh, you might as well take it off because they're about to take. So they said within 24 hours, you're going to lose your badge. They didn't, no question. They didn't even question. I said, whoa, I've been so committed to you guys for years. And you were just going to take away my badge without even asking. That's crazy. I got so hurt. I got so butthurt, bro. I found the Moses video. I'm crying. You scared me, Danny. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people laugh at that video. It's you, Danny. If you get a gun pointed at you and you've had it pointed at you in the past, yeah, it'll scare the crap out of you. I thought I was about to get shot in real life. Danny, I thought I was about to get shot. Whoa! Like I got so scared, Danny, because it was wild. And just within that split second, boom, the live got cut. That's a common symbol for recording. Thank you, Emily. That's what I said. But like I said, there's something about my face. If I put it, I'm in trouble. So I gotta be very careful when I post stuff. And when I do, I feel like, for me, I have a different road to walk. I gotta walk on eggshells. And I have to worry about, I gotta pivot. You know, I constantly pivot in the content creation world because I can't just stay the same, you know? I gotta be constantly pivoting and trying different things, or else I'm gonna get stuck, or else I'm gonna get banned. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's part of life. It's part of my journey. I'm supposed to deal with it. I'm a pivoter, and I'm okay with pivoting. Moses, that's what I'm saying, Sarah. Moses looked like the happiest dude in the world. That's really, it's okay, Aqua. It's part of life. I'm grateful, Aqua. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't pivot, Aqua, I don't meet you. You know what I mean? I always tell this community, and it's something I want you guys to be aware of. When things happen to you, I view it as happening for you. Right? That's how I view it. Most people would be like, woe is me. In the moment, I'll be woe is me. I'm like, why me? You know what I mean? In the moment, you're going to feel some type of way because it's like, why do I have to pivot? Why do I have to do things a certain way? Why do I have to do this? You know what I mean? But if you don't view it like that and you just view it as it's happening for you, you would never, ever be able to pivot to the next aspect of your life. And so for me, if I never got banned or shadow banned, right? Let's give an example. If I never got shadow banned on Twitch, I don't ever go and stream on TikTok. If I don't ever stream on TikTok, I don't ever meet you. Now imagine if I complained about it. If I just said, woe is me. Of course they would ban me over chocolate. Of course I would get banned over chocolate, right? I didn't do that. I just said, God, there has to be a reason why this happened for me. And that's how I look at life. Anytime something happens to you, chat, it doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. And it is your job to pivot. That is it. Most people will complain, stay stale, stay where they're at. But it's like, no, there's a reason why that guy is beating the shit out of you. Because you have to pivot. Go find a new man, right? There's a reason why you're getting abused in your own life around your friends. Those friends are not supposed to be for you. There's a reason why you feel some type of way around certain people, right? It's just trying to push you in the right direction, like Aqua was saying. And it's your job to pivot, right? Don't complain and stay there. When one door closes, move to another door, chat. That's how I look at it. Most people will look at the glass half empty. I look at it half full. That's how I think. Please say it like Ross. Wait, who's Ross? Okay, you're going to have to educate me. I love that philosophy. That's how I think, Emily. Because I feel like we don't got time to, like, right? Always pivot, chat. Just pivot. If something happens for you, just pivot. Superior Cody, thank you for the follow. Just pivot. It's meant to be. If that relationship, you can feel like not going the right way, pivot. Get out of that, man. Right? If you feel like for some reason there's this friend that you go around and for some reason you feel like your day, right? They're called energy vampires. You ever feel like sometimes they're like, yo, why? I feel like I'm doing great in my life. But the moment I hang around these people, I feel like I'm not doing anything in my life. Right? And it's like some of those friends just want to see you stay still. They want to see you where you're at. They want to see you where they're at, actually. You're probably doing significantly better than them, but sometimes you got to be careful of those people, man. I'm not worried about the hater because I can see them from a mile away. I can see the things they're saying to me. Keone, thank you for the follow. I can see when haters. Always pivot, Lauren. Always pivot. Don't stay stale where you're at. Pivot. There's a reason why something happening for you. If I never looked at it like that, I'd probably still be stuck at one viewer. I'd probably still stuck at one viewer, and I'm grateful that I still had that one viewer, Kimmy, for a while, right? And so every time something happened in the past, I'd be like, Kimmy, I don't know why this is happening, because I got banned so much on TikTok, chat. I was like, oh, I play with community, and then my community would get me banned because they would say the B word or the F word, and I'm like, I've seen streamers say worse things. I once saw a stream where people were dropping the N word like crazy, because, you know, TTS, not one single ban. And I'm like, what the heck is happening in these lives? And then one person like dropped the B word one time while I was playing, and then boom, automatic suspension for a week on TikTok. And then after there, I had to come back here, right? And it like slowly benefited our Twitch because the people on TikTok were like, bro, I missed the babe content. Where the hell is this guy? So like, I ended up leaving TikTok, and then all of a sudden they ended up finding me on Twitch. Like, wait, how come you haven't been live on TikTok? Oh yeah, I've been banned for 2 weeks. I've been banned for 3 weeks, so I'm over here now streaming on this side, and that's how some people ended up coming here, right? So you gotta like understand when something happens, chat to you, it happens for you, and just look at life like that from now on, and you will understand that things are happening because they're happening for a reason. You just gotta pivot. Pivot is the greatest thing in basketball because you don't travel, but some of you might not understand that terminology, but pivot is probably the greatest thing created in life. Because if it's not working out, yeah, move on to something else. The amount of people I lost when I got sober and started doing well is crazy. Isn't that crazy, Denim? And can we get a round of applause for Denim? Because that's a beautiful thing. Okay, all right. Every time I end up doing that. I don't think you can hear my round of applause right now. Oh, yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, definitely round of applause. That's a big deal, Denim. I'm proud of you. Anybody who ends up, like, doing something good for themselves, I'm proud of you, chat. Seriously. And it's important to lose all those people, Denim. The amount of people I've lost, let's say takers. The amount of takers I lost when I started to focus on my own self and the people, the 1 or 2 people around me, the amount of givers we now have in our life, tremendous. I ran away from all these takers because I felt less. The problem with being such a giving person, chat, sometimes is like, you know what we do as giving people, and I'm pretty sure givers, you can understand this. Sometimes we feel shitty about our own life, and what do we do? What do we do to feel good about ourselves? We have to go do something that makes us feel good, and giving is our love language. So we go and give and give and give. And you ever notice sometimes that with the taking people, they enjoy it, right? And so for me, whenever I wasn't doing well in life, in my career, in my relationships and whatnot, I tend to notice that there would be people I would say, yo, let's go out and eat pizza. Let's go out and do this. And I would always be the mother effer who paid for everything. I paid for everything. And not one single person would lift their hand, lift their leg, lift their what. They'll always say, oh, he's a business owner. He can handle it. They don't even realize, like, I'm over here. They're living paycheck to paycheck. I miss a paycheck. I lose my house. You know what I mean? Like, they don't even know what I'm going through. But because my love language is I'm struggling, I want to give. The problem with that is, like, as a giver, is we end up attracting a lot of takers. And so I had to learn for a long time to figure out who the hell in my life is a giver and who the hell is a taker. And then I had to cut everyone off. And that's what I did, Aqua. I did the same thing you did. I cut Aqua, you know what I did? I asked all the people I thought were family and friends to follow my YouTube channel. Fun fact, go look up Cool Dip TV on YouTube. You will never see that following past 4,000 followers. Why? Because those are family and friends. They don't want to see you successful. They'll tell you, like, yeah, I got you, bro. I support you. Meanwhile, they're not watching your videos. The moment you pop up, they're like, ugh. You know, deep down, they like, ugh, I don't like it. Swipe. And there goes your watch time. There goes your retention. So you know what I did, Aqua? I cut all family, all friends, bop. And I had only one person, 2 people. I had God, who I relied heavily on, and Kimmy. They're the only ones who knew I started a TikTok. I did not tell anybody. Nobody knew. And I disappeared for 6 months, and I did content. I just said, I'm not telling any family. I'm not telling any friends. And I'm just going to let it pop up on people's algorithms, and eventually people will find me. And that's what I did. I cut off family. I cut off friends, and I just did it. And here we are today, chat, with 200,000 followers. And over here, out of the 200,000 followers, we have a loyal 75, I'd like to say. Like, sometimes it'll reach the 100, depending on the time, right? Of the group of people, because it's super late I stream, but we have a loyal 75 people at all times. No matter what time I stream, it's just 75. So all I know is, like, the moment you start to find your people, man, you don't even have to pretend. You don't even have to try to make people to like you. You just be you, and people love you for that. That's when you know you're heading in the right direction. Thanks, Trucks. I appreciate you. That's when you know you're heading in the right direction. When you can just be you and you don't have to fake anything. Right? You just be who you are, and yeah, that's when life is beautiful and everybody else vibes with you. So I'm in a good trajectory. I'm blessed that I still get to wake up every day and do what I love, and I get to share it with this community, no matter where it takes me, whether it may be stand-up comedy or whether it may be still continuously into the streaming world. So I'm blessed, man. Chat, you guys have no clue. I'm so blessed because 3 years ago, it was a lonely road when Kimmy would leave to go to work or go to sleep. It was so lonely. I could relate to Jalen Brunson today when he said, some days in the gym, I was just by myself. And I was like, damn, I teared up. Because he must feel so lonely when most of his boys, like, are not trying to carry. And he just felt so lonely. Like, when he said that, I couldn't relate to a player, and I cried. Like, when he talked about his dad. Like, what does this moment mean to you and your dad? Because I lost my father 2015. And, yeah. Watching that, like, deep, really, really deep. It's really beautiful. I'm never, ever gonna, like, if I ever reach the top, I'm never gonna have a father to share with, you know? So, watching that, really, really cool, man, to see it. It was really, really cool. But super beautiful. I couldn't relate. I couldn't relate more to someone, man, in that moment. Sugar, thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate you. I couldn't relate more to someone when they asked him, you know, when most of the people weren't doing anything in the moment, like a lot of the people you carried and you did. And he was like, yeah, it was those days when I was in the gym alone and nobody was watching me. Nobody was knowing what I was doing, right? I think about those days, right? I'm grateful that I have people like Kimmy who walked around with a camera, you know, when I started. Super, super blessed. And so it's like you think about moments where you're carrying everything by yourself and doing everything. It's like it will always lead to something eventually in life. And it's like, man, super, super blessed. I'm just blessed, man. Oh, thank you, Morning Dust. Oh, I appreciate you, Aqua. It's okay. Grief is one of those things, man. It always sneaks up. People always tell me, like, you know, why do you get so emotional sometimes? And it's like, that's what grief is. There's like 7 stages of grief, and grief will never leave you. Like, if you've lost someone important in your life, at some point you will, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Everybody dies. Two guaranteed things in this lifetime: the day people die and the day you pay taxes. Those are the most 2 biggest guarantees you will have to understand, or you'll get a refund in taxes, right? But if you have a lot of kids. But those are the 2 biggest guarantees in life. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When you do lose someone, you will understand where I'm coming from with it. When you talk about it, yeah, it'll just sneak in. Grief is a mother effer. Love your videos, bro. Am I a plane? No, I'm a super duck. Oh, I'm so glad you watched that video, Keone. That's such an old video, but I'm glad it brings you in. That video, when was the Daffy Duck season? Like weeks ago? That's so cool. Love the positive speech, bro. It didn't happen with my dad, but with Nam. I'm sorry to hear that, Keone. Sending you nothing but love. Chat, can we send some hearts in the chat for Keone? Sorry to hear that, brother. Sending you nothing but love. So, Keone, you understand. Yeah, grief sneaks, man. Grief sneaks in at the worst time. So I try not to talk about it as much on TikTok because people are usually like, yo, what a crybaby. What a cry. I try not to show that side. You know, you can't show all aspects of yourself to the world because the world will step all over you, right? So I'm only vulnerable. I try to only be vulnerable with this community, but sometimes it slips. Like, that's why I don't like talking about it on TikTok because, you know, as we were raising, our viewers were raising recently this past Friday on an important moment, like to actually see the views go up, like and be featured on TikTok gaming was really surreal to me, and it made me emotional. I couldn't control it, and it's like one of those things where I was always told that I would never amount to anything in life, in entertainment, that is. I heard it from so many people, and you hear it a lot because they're bullies. Right? I grew up in a lifestyle where everybody bullied me. 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. So it wasn't until 10th grade when I still stood up to my bully that I ended up starting to have a much better life. So in high school, and then it got better as time went on and I wasn't around them. You've been my favorite streamer for a good while, and I can't usually sit and watch gaming streams, so I'm proud. Wow, that means Aqua, that means the world to me. Aqua, I tell you this. I don't know how to explain this, but if you are hanging out here right now, there's 7 million people live at any given time on Twitch. And I learned it from the analytics in the month of March. I don't know what it is for April, May, June. It's probably higher. I don't know if it's lower. But 7 million people are streaming. And the fact that you get to sit here, and I don't have to do Fortnite. I could sit here and talk to y'all, and it'll still be fine. Like, the fact that you still hang out here really, truly means the world to me. Because there's legitimately 7 million other people that is competing for your time, you know, with me for your time. And so it always means the world to me because I always tend to notice, like, and I tell this to chat all the time, people here in Hawaii don't like watching streams. And when I talk about, like, don't like watching streams, they don't want to watch someone just sitting in their house. I live in an environment, right, in a place in the world where people want to see outdoorsy stuff. So, like, the only way someone like me were to be successful out here is if I became an IRL streamer. And to actually change that trajectory and say that, no, we don't have to be an IRL streamer. We could be a gamer and figure out how to build a community. I'm just grateful to God for allowing that to happen because it's rare to find a gamer in Hawaii who has reached this amount of following, this amount of success. And it would never, ever happen without God in this community. So, chat, I seriously can't express the amount of love and gratitude that I have in my heart for each and every one of y'all. Seriously, man. May God bless each and every one of you in your life. And I know life changes. I know a lot of you can't be here ever so often. And it is my hope that at some point, if at some point you disappear in this community, because I think about a lot of the people, not just the people who are present right now. Sometimes I'll sit in the middle of the night and I'm like, I've ever wondered what happens to this person that I haven't seen for 3 years, or this person I haven't seen for 2 years. And for those of you out there who understand my heart and understand my intention, my hope is whenever I pray in the middle of the night, my hope is that you're doing amazing in your life and you didn't disappear because something bad happened. You know what I mean? And sometimes we have to do that for ourselves when we disappear. Like we're trying to put the pieces together because someone ruined it or someone backstabbed you or something happened. And so my hope is that each and every one of you in this lifetime get to live or do what it is that you love. And that's it. That is my hope for everybody in this lifetime, because not all of us get to do that. And I'm grateful that I get to do that because of first and foremost God and then you, you know? So everyone gets a boop. Boop. God bless you too, man. Thank you, Aqua. I'm proud of you, and in my opinion, you deserve every good thing in this world. God bless you. Thank you, Morning Dest. At the end of the day, it's up to God. I feel like his timing is more important than whatever I'm doing in my life. I sometimes go about life, chat, and for those of you who don't understand this, I'm going to be very, very vulnerable with you guys because you guys are my people. Some days, I wake up and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Legitimately. I'm confused. I'm scared, chat, sometimes. I wake up and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I'm just playing video games. I don't even know where this is going to go. Some days I wake up, and it's a struggle sometimes because I don't ever tell you guys my struggles. I don't ever tell you guys, and I will continue to never tell you guys my struggles because you guys are going through things tougher than I will ever experience. I will ever experience in my life because I know of people in this community who are in the middle of a war-stricken country, right? We have some people in our community from Iran. We have some people in our community from Israel, and we have some people in the community from Palestine, right? So I will never, ever know, and we have people who are disabled, right, in Georgia. They can't walk. They got to wake up. So for me, you will never hear my struggles because that is the least of my concern. But some days I wake up and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Some days I go out, and I'm going to share you a beautiful, beautiful thing that happened to me. Not today, but last week, Saturday. I'll share that video with you guys at some point, okay? I walked and I approached this white family, right? This group of white people, and they're on the beach. It's my secret. For those of you who don't understand my secret, when I'm struggling with people denying me on the street, I usually wear, I'll show you what I wear. This is what I wear when I go out on the street. All right, so I want you to understand something. Whenever I walk out on the street, all right, so I want you to understand something. Most people will usually judge me, right? Because this is what I'm always wearing. This is my look when I go out. Hold on, girl, chat. Let me take off my shirt real quick. And some of you have heard this story already, right? So there goes my shirt. Let me throw this. Now, it doesn't usually say God is good on my sweater, right? But it's usually a black hoodie. All right. There we go. So this is how I approach everybody on the street, okay? And you have to understand for yourself, right? So it doesn't have the God is good. It's like straight black. This basketball shorts, and when I'm walking, sometimes I have this, you know. Wait, hold on. Sometimes I have this over my head. I don't know why I have to hear you guys. It's kind of weird. Hi, Amaya. Currently 5 a.m, just looking around for new streamers. Well, you made it just in time for this story, right? So I do some IRL content that I post in public, and it's basically teaching people how to get over social anxiety. So I approach random strangers. And now usually when I approach random strangers, right, I'll go, hey, I'm trying to film a social experiment for my channel. Would you like to be a part of it? And every single race will always deny me, right? I'll approach a black group and I'm like, nah, man, we're trying to have a barbecue. We don't want to be bothered. I understand. They probably went through trauma in their life and they don't trust people, right? So I'll move on to the next group. I'll move on to a Hispanic group, right? And the Hispanic group will be like, orale, wey. Sorry, we don't want to be a part of your social experiment, but, you know, have some food. And I'll be all right, cool. Thank you for the food, but I'm trying to film a social experiment. And then I'll move on, right? Move on to the next group. And every single time I get denied to have a social experiment, I'll probably get denied by like 15 people, and only 5 people will say yes, right? Only 5. So I get denied after denied after denied after denied after denied after denied after denied. And my super secret chat, for those of you guys who don't understand this, my super secret to actually getting videos done sometimes to actually get me to feel good about myself because I finally get a yes is when I approach white people. And so every time I approach white people, it's always funny. They're skeptical, right? Because I'm in a hoodie, a do-rag, right? And there will always be that one white guy who's like, well, so I approached this white. I didn't know they were all Christians, right? So I approached this group of people. Thank you, Morning Dust. I'm gonna read your comment in a bit, Bree. Someone remind me. Wait, hold on. Let me read it now. 6 a.m. for me. I was MIA the last 5 months for watching due to life. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope life is treating you well, Bree. Thank you for being back again. You're always welcome back here. It's a space that's safe for each and every one of you, no matter where you are in your life, right? So my super secret level to my success is it's easy to approach white people. I will always approach them because they will always say yes. For some reason. It's kind of weird. They're the people who, if you watch scary movies, they take a lot of risks in their life, right? They will always say yes to everything. You can look at it in scary movies, right? All the black people, the brown people are like, I don't want to go in that basement. And there's some white girl who's like, I want to find out what's... Okay, slow down, Susan. You know, I want to go in the basement and see what... You know what? I always watch these scary movies. Why is it always the white people who want to go inside and see what the hell is in that basement? You know what I mean? And then we tag along and you survive and we die. You know what I mean? Or the black guy is the first guy to die. He's with the white girl that said yes. So Gwen, you know, the black guy told Gwen, like, yo, girl, I don't want to go in that basement. And Gwen's like, oh, come on. She'll drop the P word. You're a puh. You know what I mean? About what you call me? All right, let's go. And then they go in the basement. Boom, the black guy's dead. And Gwen gets out alive. I don't know why. But anyways, there's something about you guys that you guys love saying yes to everything. Right? So I'll approach the white people. And I remember this Christian group. Right? This is the story that happened last week, Saturday. I didn't even know. Right? So I tell y'all, I don't know what I'm doing every day. I lead my life with faith. This is how much I lead my life with faith. Because I'll go to the beach and I don't know what I'm going to film. I seriously don't. I just get out of my car and just say, God, what the hell am I supposed to do here? And I'll randomly join a group, right? And for some odd reason, I find to manage to get away in the group. They'll say yes, and it'll usually be a white group that will say yes. And they'll go like, so I remember the son, he was like, sir, we don't like to be filmed and put on social media if that's cool with you. We're just having a good time here. It's kind of like a private thing. And the other white guy, the older white gentleman, he's like an older man, like in his 70s or his 80s. He goes, well, hold on there, son. Let's see what the man has to offer. It's something about white people. I'm like, yo, let's see what he has to offer. I'm not trying to like sell anything to y'all or buy anything from y'all. But it's always so funny how like they're always so accepting, or it doesn't matter, right? So I transitioned from there to another white group next to me. And as I'm transitioning to this white group, and I'm talking to this white group because I knew they were going to say yes. There's old white guys. They're really cool, man. Something about them. I don't know what it is. And so I'm at this white group. She's a professor at University of Hawaii, Manoa. She's there with her son and a band director, right? So you guys see that video of me giving them an inspirational speech on TikTok. For those of you guys who don't know, I was doing an inspirational speech. It hasn't popped up on your FYP. Go look at it. Those three, while I'm talking to them, after I talk to them, I leave them. And so far, I have nothing that's internet worthy. Nothing yet. Nothing internet worthy because I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And out of nowhere, this guy from that same group, from the first group, right, the older gentleman, the old man, let's see what he has to say, dude, approaches me, and he's walking in a cane. Not a cane, you know those walkers? And I felt bad. He had to walk all the way from where he was sitting to where I was. And he goes, excuse me, sir, can I stop you real quick? And I said, yeah, of course. What do you need to stop me for? And I was like, I don't mind. I got to film like 3 more videos before the sun goes down. He goes, this is important. I said, okay, cool. I got time. So I paused for a bit, and he goes, something in me wanted to tell you that everything is going to be okay. Really cool, chat. Watch this. Something in me wanted to tell you and ask you, have you accepted the Lord and Savior? Have you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior? It's like, yeah, a long time ago. So I tell him the story about, and he goes, yeah, enlighten me, right? So it's a really, really crazy moment, right? What's so crazy about this moment, chat, is I don't know what the hell I'm doing at that beach, right? But this guy comes up and he goes, yeah, I lost my wife like years ago, and my family don't know this. And this is crazy, chat. My family don't know this, but I'm grieving really hard. And something about you, there's something about you that took me out of that grief, even though you weren't that funny. I was, hold on, sir. I didn't get to do my full bit. You know, it was funny about it because I was practicing my first time doing comedy with him, but he was like so fun. I was, hold on, you didn't even get to see me do my bit yet. It was just funny. It was a funny moment, even though you weren't that funny in that moment. There's something about you. He's like, oh no, please don't make me cry again. And he was like, there's something about you that I don't know what it is, but I need to tell you about the love of Jesus Christ. I was like, I know about the love of Jesus Christ, and I'm trying to share it with the world. And I share it by meeting random strangers and showing them a good time. I'm a professional MC, and that's how I do it. And I'm trying to transition to comedy because I've only started comedy 3 weeks ago. And so that's how I share my love of Christ, to show people what they're capable of. I can sometimes inspire, I don't know, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing on this beach. And so he goes, well, let me hear your story. So I told him the story about how I survived dengue fever. And for those of you who don't know that story, I'll save that story for another day. I've only shared that story twice on this channel. And if you know, you know. I shared the power of how beautiful 3 angels showed in my life. And yeah, words would never be able to express how I knew that moment was where they said, in Jesus' name, amen. And most people died in my ward. I was the only one who survived in that specific ward for a reason. And so I tell him, it was that day I knew that my job in this lifetime is to share the love of God with everybody else, either through gaming, through entertainment, or some form or level. I don't know what it is for. And I just remember right after that beautiful speech, he goes, or right after like him talking about his love of Christ, I said, well, sir, I know you thought that this moment right here was for me. I think it's more for you. And he goes, what you mean by that? I said, I think you just need a hug, because it sounds like you feel so alone in a room full of people. He was taken aback, and he kind of shed a tear, but didn't want to go that far. And I said, come here, sir, let me give you a hug. God is good. And I hugged him, he hugged me, and it was one of my most beautiful moments I've ever shared with a random stranger who knows nothing about me, and I know nothing about him. And it was after that moment, chat, that I ended up meeting all the random moments you see on the internet. It was Jesus's way of saying, you're at the right place at the right time, because some of my videos that have trended on the internet, like the someone shares a wholesome moment with an Indian man, legitimately happened right after that. Crazy, dog. And it's just like, for me, I didn't know what I was supposed to be there for. And then all the other cute, wholesome moments and all the other cute things that happened at that beach that day legitimately happened right after that moment, when I got denied by 14 to 15 people. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it just is so cool to say that it was like God's way of getting a guy, a random old man in his 80s who lost his wife, to walk in a cane all the way across just to tell me everything's going to be okay. Really cool. Just super crazy, super surreal to me. So that's why I continue to do what I do, because I sometimes ask God for signs and he doesn't ever show me. And just in that moment, to get a guy who's grieving, who can barely even walk, use his cane to come all the way down to me, like to the next couple that the next white couple that I met along the beach, it's just surreal. It blew my mind. And I'm going to share that with you one day, chat. Because I was recording that moment. It was really cool. But I'm going to keep that private to myself. I'm going to share that with you one day. I don't think the man knew I was recording that moment, because I wanted to hear what he has to say, and I wanted to, I pressed record and I faced the camera the other way, and I wanted to hear that conversation, because I wanted to share it as proof one day, to show that sometimes when you think you don't know where you're going, sometimes you just got to go do it. Sometimes action is the cure for what God will give you stuff in the moment. You just got to go do it. That's what I learned in that moment. So sometimes I go to the beach, chat, and I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. And it just comes to me in the moment. And I just go do it. So yeah, that's how I lead my life, chat. I lead my life with a lot of faith. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I just go do it. You know, you never know what comes of it. I'm truly grateful for the time and energy that you do put into this community. You built this empire of the strongest, funniest, sweetest, craziest people, and the interactions I've had with you, the opportunities to play with you, and the people here as well, as grow my friendships within this community, with God especially. That's beautiful, Chantelli. I'm also blessed that each and every one of y'all are here, man. It's really nice to hear a lot of testimonies and a lot, like people like Denim who've avoided, ever since he became sober. I mean, there's so many stories here, man. You could probably write a book with the amount of stories that's like in this room right now. All I can say is I'm blessed, and I would not have these opportunities if it wasn't for the man above. So, chat, all of this just to say, if you are confused and you don't know where your life is headed or where you're supposed to go, just keep going. Because at some point, God will reveal himself. You just don't know when. Basically, that's all I wanted to say. And so today I did the same. I finally learned to lead my life with God. I wanted to say that because last week I went with a plan to do stand-up comedy. That's why that white guy said, yeah, you could be funnier. I was like, okay, I was trying to be funny because I was trying to memorize stuff. You didn't really get to know me. And he cracked up laughing after that. And so today I've learned to just let go and let God. So I went out, chat, and just whatever was happening in the moment, I did. So there's a Micronesian group, I danced with them at their party. There was another Micronesian group, I danced with them at their party. There was a Filipino group, I went and hung out with them. There was an Alaskan indigenous group who a girl cried. Chat, today was a beautiful moment. A girl cried because she said there was something about your energy that all her friends said no. Okay, so I approached this girl, and I'm about to send her the video. You'll see that group. I'll post it a lot. I'll post it this week. You'll see them. But I approached them, and it said 30. It was their 30th birthday. And I knew nothing about them. They knew nothing about me. And I said, for some reason, I said, hey, I want to share a bit of my culture to cheer your 30th birthday person today. Can I do it for the internet? And then all of the people were like, nah, we don't want to be on social media. And I said, well, who's the birthday girl? And she goes, me. Right, so she started out with defense. She was already defensive. And I said, perfect. I want to share a bit of my culture with you, and this is how we cheer people in Samoa. It's the Can I Get a Chihu? And I want to teach you guys some of my cheers that we do in Samoa. So I got them to do the Totolu Mai. You'll see, chat. It's a part of my culture. And I remember after that moment, she said, I never thought this day, and she started crying. I never thought this day would get better. And it was really cool, like the way she started tearing up. She said, it has been the roughest last couple of years. Really cool. And she goes, and today I realized that life is so amazing because I don't know where you came from, but today was the first time I did something crazy. I jumped out of a plane. And I said, oh yeah, I've skydived before. I know what it's like. She says, wow, I just feel so alive. And I just thought, even after that, I feel like nothing... I felt like that adrenaline wasn't deep enough to hit me at the core root. Like, I did it, but I feel like there's still something missing. And you coming today, a random stranger, because I lost a lot of friends in my life, and I lost a lot of people through, betraying me and stuff like that. So did I. And I know what it's like. And so I'm just here to remind you that there are kind people in the world, even if it's a stranger. Hella deep. She started crying, and she goes, can I get a hug? It was cool. So I gave her a hug, and I moved on. I'm never ever going to see her ever again in my life. She's never going to see who I am in my life ever again. But she really wants the video, so hopefully she eventually shows up in our community and comes and says hi. But it was really, really cool. It was a really cool moment. I've had some really cool stranger moments that's not recorded because I'm only recording the other stuff, but the stuff that happens behind the scenes, I'm at the right place, man. I just know. I'm super, super grateful that God is showing me now that sometimes you got to go in your life and just do it. And when you do it, chat, then he will reveal himself. You just need to trust him. That's it. Yeah, she's never going to forget that interaction. I don't know. She's never going to forget that interaction. And I will never forget that interaction because she was so happy. She's like, I'm so glad I said yes to you because all my friends were so skeptical. I was like, I understand. I'm wearing a full hoodie, do-rag. I look like I'm about to rob you. I understand. But it was really, really, really cool. Unfortunately, the loudest people are usually the most hateful, but good people are still there, maybe quietly, but the love is still. Yeah, the loudest people are usually people don't like loud people. So like, I understand why a lot of the internet don't like me either, because I go to do these moments, and it's not for anybody else's. I'm trying to do this for other people to, especially where I'm from, because you know a lot of kids don't have that role model that can say for them to be themselves. Right? It's okay to be themselves, because I grew up in a society that we get beat a lot, so we build a lot of trauma, and it takes a lot of unpacking to finally go back to that childhood. You know what I mean? So a lot of the kids feel like they can't be themselves around their parents. It's kind of sad in Samoa. A lot of them can't, like, they want to play video games. Some of them want to go play football. Some of them want to do art. Some of them want to sing. Some of them want to dance. Parents like, no. Go do the education. Go be a teacher. Go do this. It's like, it's backwards. It's a backwards society. So to actually be someone who can show the kids that it's okay to be loud. It's okay to be yourself. Even amongst strangers. People will hate you. And the greatest thing about that is, with a lot of hate comes a lot of love. And the love will always overtake the hate. At least in my opinion. Anyways, it's 1 in the morning. I think I come back later. I'm not sure. Or I continue to play for. I do need to eat. Maybe I just play 2 hours or 3 hours. On my bucket list to get a code. I hope you guys chat. I hope I get to hug some of y'all in person. I got to hug some of y'all in person. Some of y'all are awkward as hell in person. Hashtag Lottie Daddy. I'm not gonna lie, man. Some of I love Lottie Daddy. I troll her about my first interaction with her, but it was still a great interaction nonetheless. Can I hug your leg? Is crazy. Slides. Which leg? Okay, let's not go there. Slides. All right, I'm gonna play some more Fortnite. Chat, if you guys ever come to Hawaii, or if I'm ever in your area, you know, hopefully. Let's see. There's a few people here who are all alone. Let me see if Rissy will play with me. Can I hug your head? Is crazy, Rissy. The middle one slides? Okay. All right, hold on. I'm going to mute you guys for a bit until, like, I get a whole group of people here. I'm going to play a little bit more Fortnite to collect sprites, like maybe two more hours worth of sprites, or maybe I'll go till 3 a.m. Slides, come and join us, and then chat. I'm gonna give a word. Let's see, what's a good word? Our fourth will have to type the word. If you're a sub on this channel, it could be a sub here, it could be a sub on TikTok, you could be a sub anywhere. The word will be no dinner. I can wait. I'm gonna eat at like 4 a.m. when I get off. I can stay here for a bit, because I still want to collect sprites. What's a good word today? The girl was indigenous. So can you say indigenous, chat? My wholesome moment today was with an indigenous girl. Indigenous. Can you do it? Who can do it? Who can say indigenous? Who can spell indigenous? Chantelly's like, dang. All right. First person is Queen Gremlin. Rissy, do you have Queen Gremlin as a friend? And then the order will be Libby, Moon, and then Maggie if we have time. So if you're a sub on this channel, chat, and a sub on TikTok, that's the only way, right? So just, if you do say the word indigenous, just make sure you're a sub, please. Or if you've received a sub from one of our community members gifting it to you, just post it in the Am I Trusted or sub region so we can see it. Indigenously. Oh, dang, she struggled there. Chantelly, nice try. She said, Idgeniuslier. Okay. I won't be able to make it. Wait, Slide, why the hell did you ask then? Okay. Alright, I gotta scroll up. So it'll be Queen Gremlin. Who is it? It'll be Queen Gremlin and Libby Moon. Rissy, do you have Libby Moon as a friend? I think you have Queen Gremlin from the other night. Yeah, stop procrastinating, Slides. Go edit. That's why I always edit before I stream, bro. Because if you do it after, you're not gonna do it. Like if I didn't edit today, chat, if you could do me a favor, if you get a chance today, go watch the Cool Dipsy TV video. It's only got 700 views. It didn't do well. And it's basically kidnapping people. I posted it a little bit too late. So if we could get at least like 20 people from here to share it, at least it'll hit the algorithm overnight and it'll... But we basically kidnapped someone last night. We did the Baba Yaga kidnap. I don't see her on yet, Rissy says. Okay, cool. No worries, we'll wait. We shall wait. I'm gonna play like maybe 2 hours worth, chat, because I can still be... I'm gonna grab some more water. I'll probably stretch. But I still need to find those gummies, chat. This game has been so addicting. I have been addicted for the last... Oh my gosh, Lauren just subbed for 2 months in a row. Can we get W's in the chat for Lauren? Thank you so much, Lauren, for subbing 2 months, and that's crazy. I appreciate you, Lauren. Gwen's gonna be watching from where? Wait, I missed it. I have not found a single gummy. Aqua, I've been lucky because I've taken the Earth Sprite. And that allows me to... I'm going to give Rissy some channel points for doing this work tonight. Queen Gremlin and Libby Moon, can you make sure you have Rissy? Ooh, water. And then if Libby Moon and within 2 hours. So I don't have a list, chat. I actually want to raid the side channel now so I can get offline. Bear with me, chat. I forgot that I'm on the main channel. I can't be doing these on the main channel because I don't have a system. We have a system here, which is once a month we play with subs, and it's all subs. If you manage to get in the wait queue, it's a pretty long wait queue. So I am gonna start raiding the side channel, the YouTube. I'll be right back later, okay? I'm gonna end the YouTube for now because I can only be live on 2 places at once. Okay. All right, let me turn off this cool dip gaming YouTube.